take the concept of the rights of the child out of just being seen as something that's a legal document or something that's something formal. I think the approach of a musical is wonderful. I mean, a musical, first of all, it engages you, and sometimes you even join along with it. And it leaves you with a sense of feeling good, but you learn from it. You learn easy rather than feeling pressed to learn.
I think musicals are a great way of getting a message across. There are many things that I heard when I was a little child, either watching a school play or it may be a nativity play. You pick up on things and you're unaware that you've done it, but they stay with you forever and ever. And you might apply a situation that you've seen in a play or a film or a musical to your real life one day, and you'll say, "Now, what? I remember what happened then, and the guy was nice to him, and then it all worked out in the end." And you use those experiences of your youth.
By the power of just, under the word of law.
So when you actually get up on stage, it's a great way of getting stories across, whether they're fictitious or real.
The understanding of what it means to talk about the rights of children is very important to get into schools and into educational institutions.
It'll show the world that children have got rights, and they have to speak up one day if something happens.
One of my friends has been, sexually assaulted and abused, and some by the parents and some just by, people who they know. And they've not really done anything to get it sorted out, because they don't know what to do.
You can be unhappy by people ganging up on you and kicking you, hitting you. It can make you really unhappy and things.
In the musical, all the children haven't got the freedom, they haven't got any education, they haven't got names, they haven't got any justice. They're just beaten and they can't really do anything about it.
I said straight! A fine company, Sergeant. A fine company. Now who could ask for a finer fighting force than this? And you, Squaddy, how do you like being a part of the one big family that we call this man's army?
Oh, it's great, sir. Just like having a real family and all.
Ah, that's what I like to hear, my boy.
By the way, sir, I'm a girl.
Girls, boys, what's the difference with cannon fodder like this?
Aye, sir, between the mines and the machine guns, these babes won't live long enough to know the difference.
Indeed, Sergeant, indeed. Now here's a familiar face, Privateer A29. You don't mind if I call you 29, do you?
No, please feel free, sir.
You know, 29, what we need in this army is more recruits like you.
Children that actually take part in our musical, the more they'll actually, they won't just remember the songs they sang and the story, they'll also remember the feeling that they got from working together to actually make this thing happen, to actually bring together this work of art for everybody to watch.
When schools do plays, all the children, they all want to work together, and because they're so excited about doing this play together, they really try hard, and everyone just gets the vibes off each other.
It would do good because it would raise money for the charity that we're doing it for, UNICEF, and it would help the children on the streets to have good homes.
Just outside these walls, you've got people sleeping in the streets. Well, many of them are in fact disadvantaged children who, for many reasons, in fact, were not living with their families by the time they were 13, 14. And, you know, having been through the care system, which is not always what it should be, you know, they've just been left, and some of them are still children under the law. They're not 18 yet.
I missed having a father figure there, and I don't see him anymore because I don't actually like him at all. A lot of hassles when I was younger, from battery and things like that.
And my stepdad, while he hated me, he was quite violent with me, and it just wasn't very nice. I ended up running away and going to foster care.
Lay, loo, I've so much to give to you. Close your pretty eyes and sleep. Safe and warm food on the table. I'll keep you close and I'll learn with you.
You know, people in schools that have never probably done choreography before, I'm hoping that they'll be able to watch it and then follow the patterns, and it will give them guidance for putting it together themselves. Anything you do in life, if you do something together with tremendous team spirit and you know, you work together for a long time and then there is a finished product as well, it's just so fulfilling, and it's something they'll remember for the rest of their lives.
I think the value of a musical within schools is that it pulls together many different skills and performance aspects. For instance, it's a very complex thing to actually pull together a musical. There's a design element, there's a drama element, there's a music element, both from playing and from singing, and there's also a dance element, which is something that we're very keen to promote with this production, because it, in a lot of schools, dance is a difficult subject which is difficult for them to approach, and we're trying to open that out and make it much easier.
My personal objectives are that every child understands that he or she is somebody, and I think they will understand that if they understand they have rights. It gives them a credibility. It makes them real. It isn't just a measure of how rich or poor they are. It is that they are worth something, and that's what having their own rights means to every child.